Hi friends, welcome to Techtagon Automotive. Subscribe this channel for latest automotive updates.
The ready-to-race RC200 is an eminently affordable entry-level sports bike that you can ride to the track directly from the showroom. Launched in 2014, the RC200 with its accessible power and razor-sharp handling has proved to be the darling of youngsters and track day enthusiasts. With the next iterations of the Duke 390 and 200 around the corner, the updates should last until the arrival of the next generation bikes. The bigger KTM RC390 has been given a substantial revamp, while the RC200 makes do with minor tweaks. The KTM RC200 gets new, wide graphics that make the bike appear larger, and a set of bigger mirrors. The wheel hubs are bigger though the 17-inch wheel diameter is retained, and the alloy spokes are smaller and more rigid. The plastic shroud around the rear monoshock guards the shock absorber from muck and debris thrown up by the rear wheel. The saddle gets better quality cushioning. The rest is identical to its predecessor, including the top-spec cycle parts. The 199.5cc liquid-cooled and fuel-injected motor is now BS4 compliant with an identical class-topping power output of 25.4 PS at 10,000 RPM and 19.2 Nm at 8,000 RPM. The trellis frame that helps keep the weight below 137.5 kilograms dry is exceptionally stiff. The bike has a smaller rake for sharper steering response. The top-spec cycle parts are similar to the RC390. The 43mm WP front fork and WP monoshock rear setup on the stiff side translate into exceptional on-track agility and flickerability. The 300mm front brake is clamped by a 4-piston radial caliper, while the rear is a 230mm unit. The Biber brakes wield a strong bite and exceptional feel, definitely the best in the segment. Tires define a bike's on-track performance, and the MRF Zapers on the RC200 deliver both on the road and track. That said, you will need stickier premium for the RC200 to deliver as a track tool. The Met sellers on the RC390 are a revelation, enhancing corner speeds, lean angles, outright grip and boosting overall rider confidence. The 200 KTM engine is even more frantic in nature. A bit of a bother on the streets, the engine comes into its own on the track. The motor is very responsive and quick to rev up. The rev limiter though cuts in too sharply and can be an issue when you are leaning into a corner. Overall, the RC200 is physically demanding with its super committed riding position and an edgy high-strung motor that keeps you on your toes on the racetrack. The RC200 is still the best performer in its class and still delivers the most involving riding experience. The facelift makes it look fresher, bigger, and will appeal to the track enthusiast. With its stiff suspension and committed riding position, it is not really meant for daily use. But it's your ticket for the twisty stuff. At RS 1.71 Lake, the RC200 remains the most competent entry-level sports bike, until the new edition arrives.